Debugging Java code effectively involves a combination of understanding the problem, using debugging tools, and following best practices. Here are some practical tips. 1. Understand the problem. Read the error messages. Look at the stack trace for clues. Java exceptions often provide clear information about where the problem occurred. Reproduce the bug. Ensure you can consistently reproduce the issue. A repeatable problem is easier to debug. Simplify the problem. Isolate the part of the code causing the issue by commenting out or narrowing down functionality. 2. Use a debugger integrated debugging. Use the debugging tools in IDEs like IntelliJ IDEA, Eclipse, or Visual Studio Code. Breakpoints. Set breakpoints to pause execution at specific lines to inspect variables and flow. Step through code. Use step into, step over, and step out to navigate through methods and loops. Watch variables. Monitor the values of key variables to ensure they change as expected. 3. Logging use. Logs generously. Insert system, .out.println, or better. Use a logging framework like log4j or slf4j. Log context. Include variable names, values, and relevant states in your logs. Use log levels. Use debug, info, warn, and error levels to categorize messages. 4. Read and analyze code review related code. Check the code surrounding the issue for overlooked errors. Check edge cases. Ensure the code handles boundary conditions correctly. Understand APIs. Misunderstanding library methods can lead to subtle bugs. 5. Common problem areas. Null pointer, exception. Always check for null before accessing objects. Array index out of bounds exception. Ensure indices are within valid ranges. Concurrent modification, exception. Avoid modifying collections while iterating unless using iterators properly. Data conversion. Validate type conversions, especially with string to in or similar transformations. 6. Refactor and isolate extract methods. Break complex methods into smaller ones for easier testing. Test independently. Test individual units or modules in isolation. 7. Use tools. Static analyzers. Tools like SonarQube or PMD can catch potential issues. Profilers. Use profilers to identify performance bottlenecks or memory leaks. Unit testing. Write unit tests to confirm that individual components work correctly. 8. Ask for help. Code review. Another pair of eyes can often spot issues quickly. Community. Post questions on platforms like Stack Overflow with a clear description and sample code. 9. Stay organized. Version control. Use Git or another version control system to track changes and revert if needed. Document the issue. Write down observations, hypotheses, and resolutions for future reference. 10. Learn from mistakes. Postmortem. Reflect on what caused the issue and how it was fixed to avoid similar problems in the future. By combining these techniques, you can systematically identify and resolve bugs in your Java code.